Hi, I'm Jen, and this is Kyrie. She's decided to join me for this book wrap-up since it's mostly kids' books that I read to her. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. Our first book is what, Kyrie?
Junie B and Her Big Fat Mouth.
Alright, Junie B. Jones and Her Big Fat Mouth by Barbara Park. You want to hold it up so we can see the cover?
Bit closer.
Alright. What'd you think of the book?
Awesome.
You thought it was awesome? Alright. So if you had to rate it from 1 to 5, what would you give it?
5.
5? Okay. What was your favorite part in the book? What was happening there?
She was shining the light on the...
Oh, shining the light on her baby brother.
Yeah.
Kind of being a little bad, huh?
And see the monkeys all weird. That's our cat's name.
Okay, whatever that means.
Ow.
Alright, so do you want to continue reading the series, or are you done with the series? Or
I'm not done.
Okay. Are you ready to review the next book?
Yeah.
Alright, hand me that one then. I will say that I also enjoyed this book. I thought it was cute and funny. Junie's a little mouthy and she's a little bit of a brat, but still, I think she's mostly just a normal 5-year-old.
I'm not a 5-year-old.
I'm talking about Junie, not you. Obviously, you aren't a 5-year-old. Even though you kind of act like one sometimes. Alright, what book are we reviewing next? Do you want to hold up the book so people can see it? Alright.
Ow.
It is Bad Guys, Attack of the Xins. Alright.
Ow.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, what'd you think of that one?
5.
5? What was your favorite part?
I'm looking for it.
While she looks for her favorite part. Oh, you already found it?
Yes, it takes 12 minutes to find it.
Oh, okay, when everyone's terrified of the evil Xins. Okay.
I'm like...
That was really your favorite part, because my favorite part was Granny Gumbo. Wasn't she in this one too?
I don't think
I think so. We've read so many of them.
We don't know.
Yeah, see, that's where she thinks Snake is a grub and tries to eat him. Yeah. I thought that part was the best part, but that's me. Overall, this series is adorable, and we have one more because we read them so quickly. This is Bad Guys number 5. What's the title of this one? Do you remember?
The Bad Guys in
Intergalactic.
Galactic Gas.
Yes, The Bad Guys in Intergalactic Gas. That book has that name for a couple reasons. You can guess. Anyways, I would say that for me, the series ranks Attack of the Xins number 1. The first book of the series is number 2 for me, and this one's probably 3rd of the series. It's still very funny. So far, the one that I thought was the least strong in the series was book 2. This one was pretty good, and we read it very quickly, and she's already waiting for the next one, which in the US I think doesn't come out for a couple more months, so we got a little bit more of a wait. And she's looking for her favorite page. I can promise you that it's a fart joke page.
Just warning.
Of course it is. I think that's about where the farting starts.
No, let me just look for something else.
Okay. Alright. Next time, we'll put bookmarks in her favorite spots. That would be a good idea. Bookmarks. Oh. Yes. Basically, you can see that the page is just covered in the word fart. Yep, like that. Alright. So, yes, we really liked this one. Can't wait for the next one.
Oh, let me show you my other favorite part.
Oh, we gotta move on, because people want to see the next book.
No!
People want to see the next book. The next book is Whale in My Swimming Pool by Joy Swan. Take it away. What'd you think?
I loved it.
Alright, so scale of 1 to 5. Was it a 4? A 5?
5.
That one was a 5 too. Okay. I will say that I absolutely love Joy Swan's, if I'm saying that correct, I'm sorry, I hope I am, illustration style. I love her board books. Her board books get checked out more often at the library than like any other board book. They are super popular because she does just adorable illustrations. Alright, and this is your favorite page?
Yeah, because
The story follows a little boy who has a whale hanging out in his wading pool, and the whale won't leave. Boy tries a bunch of different ways to get the whale to leave, but no such luck. So they find a solution at the end where the bear, or the boy and the whale can both enjoy the pool. Yep. Any other thoughts on it?
Yeah. Let me show you my other favorite one.
Is it the last page?
You'll see.
It's the last page.
Don't ruin it!
I'm not gonna ruin it, I just already know it's the last page. Because that's awesome. Yeah, okay, so the boy goes for a nap after dealing with the whale, and there's a bear in his bed. Because of course.
He snores.
Yep, he snores.
There you go. Sorry, being all late.
Alright, the next book we're reviewing is Magic Thinks Big by Alicia Cooper. I checked this one out because I believe that this is the same Alicia Cooper who has a new book called Big Cat, Little Cat that I really want to read. We ordered it at the library, we don't have it yet. So Kyrie's going to review it. Have any thoughts on this one, kid? First of all, scale of 1 to 5. What's it get?
4.
4? Okay, that's pretty solid. Magic the Cat is trying to decide whether he's going to stay in or go out or just stay standing in the doorway. And he ponders over that decision of what he could do if he stayed in, or what he could do if he went out, or what he could do if he just stayed in the doorway. And, okay, so this is your favorite page. This is what he daydreams he could do if he went out. He could go have dinner with the bears.
What's really weird.
And it's kind of a strange little picture book, but we really enjoyed it. It was cute. And in the end, I think that he decides to just stand in the door, which is what cats love to do.
I'm gonna stand in the door.
Yep. The next book was The Lost Kitten by Lee, and we're going to be getting a kitten soon.
No.
Kyrie, could you get back into your chair so you don't knock the camera over again? This isn't our first attempt at this, guys. So, yeah. So, The Lost Kitten by Lee. What'd you think, Kyrie?
I loved it. I almost crying.
Are you sure? So you really loved that one?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna adjust the camera down just a smidge. Is that your favorite illustration?
Yeah, it's
That's the one where they find the kitten, right?
Yeah, they found the meow meow. The meow meow.
And what'd she name her kitten? Do you remember?
She didn't name it anything.
Yes, she did.
Sleepy.
Yep, she named it Sleepy at the end. The art style was really cute in this. I believe that this is a translated book, and you can kind of tell that it's a translated book. But still, it's cute, especially for a kid who's planning on getting a kitten, like this one here. Sorry. Books are pointy. Careful, you're still kicking the camera. Alright, so what's the next one we're reviewing, kid? What's the name of that one?
Bruce's Big Move.
Bruce's Big Move, yes, by Ryan Higgins. And what'd you think of that one?
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. What was your favorite part in that one?
I mean, look.
While she looks for it, I will say that I really love Ryan Higgins' books. My favorite is still Mother Bruce. I just love that bear. I just do. Let's see what he's doing in this scene. Oh, that, yeah, when the mice wouldn't leave and the castle they built, and yeah, it's just total chaos in his house. But this was adorable, and at the end it kind of resolves that he realizes a quiet home, quiet house doesn't necessarily feel like home. So it's a cute little lesson. I still love Mother Bruce best, so if you can only read one Ryan Higgins book, read Mother Bruce. But that one's still very good.
Why did I say Mother Goose?
I don't know. Why are you all the way over there where you're hardly in the camera anymore?
Is this better?
I don't know. Possibly. Alright, so the next one I think we're going to review is After the Fall by Dan Santat. How do you rate that one? 1 out of 5. 2 out of 5?
4.
3 out of 5? 4 out of 5?
Yeah.
4? Alright.
Oh no! There's an all. There's an all.
The cat always walking under the camera tripod too, because why not?
I don't care.
Yeah. And that's your favorite spread?
Yes.
But that's kind of giving away the ending. Whoops.
That's definitely her fault.
Yeah, that one was my fault. Would you go get it, Kyrie, since you're closer to it, please? Anyways, After the Fall is a fantastic book. It's almost like a book about PTSD for kids. It's what Humpty Dumpty does after he's recovered from his fall off the wall.
Ow.
And yeah, it's a very good book. Illustrations are beautiful. I highly recommend it. For me, it's I kind of want to give it a 5 out of 5, honestly. I think it was one of my favorite picture books this year. Alright, sorry about the change in camera angle. No surprise, the tripod got kicked over. Are we surprised? Okay,
No.
The next book we have to review is The Beetle Book by Steve Jenkins. What'd you think, kid?
5.
5 stars for that one? Alright, and are you going to find your favorite picture in this one?
Yeah.
Am I going to help you find? Because I already know what it is.
Beetle.
Yes, the one with the dung beetle. Now, have you seen a dung beetle in real life?
Yes.
What was it doing?
Rolling away Daffy Poo.
Rolling away dog poo. Yeah, Daffy is Grandma's poodle. So Steve Jenkins writes great children's nonfiction books, my favorite one being How to Swallow a Pig. However, this one's also pretty cool. I will say it takes quite a while to read through this because of all the little details in it. So definitely read this to a kid when you have plenty of time, or let your kid finish reading it to themselves, right, Kyrie?
Yeah.
Did you finish reading that one yet?
No.
That's okay, you'll finish reading it later, right? Alright, so now I've got some books I didn't read to Kyrie.
What do I do?
Well, it's up to you. Do you want to say goodbye now so you can go play with the cat?
Yeah. Bye.
Alright, see you later, Kyrie. Alright, so I read Mr. Doctor by Irene Cohen-Janka. The illustrations in this are just beautiful. However, it is one of those kind of unusual books where it's a fictionalized account of real people and real events. It's told from the point of view of an orphan from Mr. Doctor's orphanage. If you aren't familiar with him, he was a very popular children's book writer, and he ran an orphanage. And unfortunately, him and his orphans died at the hands of the Nazi regime. So, yeah, it's kind of a dark subject. The illustrations are just beautiful, though. It's kind of one of those books where you don't get as many people who are interested in this simply because they either want to read a fiction book or they want to read a non-fiction book. And this really isn't either. However, I still really like it, and I recommend it to anyone who is looking for something about this guy, because there just isn't much about him. Or at least there's not enough about him. The next thing I read was Amina's Voice by Hannah Khan. I really liked this, however, I will say that it's definitely for a juvenile audience. It's probably best suited to girls who are just going into middle school and are nostalgic about their elementary school. It features diverse characters and a bunch of diversity-related issues, I guess I would say. For instance, her best friend, Sujin, is thinking about changing her name to a more American name, and Amina is kind of upset about that and wonders what else will change in their friendship. Overall, this was enjoyable, but definitely for a young audience. There is a hate crime at the end of the book, however, it's handled appropriately for a juvenile audience. But yeah, it's going to be one of those books that has serious subjects in it, and as a parent you may have to talk about that with your kid. So this may be a book that you want to read too, if your kid's reading it. The other book I read was a YA fantasy, An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. I think I gave this 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I don't read much YA, I don't read much fantasy. I still really enjoyed this. However, I'm going to defer to the experts because a lot of people said that this was a lot like a bunch of other books. However, I don't read those books, so I wouldn't know. About 25% of the way into the book, there's this wonderful humor scene that really just snagged me and got me interested in the characters for the rest of the book. So for me, it's a recommend. However, obviously, if you read a ton of YA fantasy, you may want to check out the reviews on this from people who read more fantasy, because I really liked it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you will. I still recommend trying it because I thought it was pretty cool. So that is the wrap up today. So until next time, I think Kyra's gonna come over and say bye. Bye! Alright, kid. Until next time.